Look at this cute little cart just rolling around. A little bit wobbly, but it's really growing on me. Especially with the shelf there, so I can work on the shuttle while I had the instructions up on there. It seemed like it worked out pretty well. Let's go and pick this one. D114. Yep. All right, that's B. Both of these have a bunch of those. Come on, keyboard, wake up. What if it needs to be charged? Probably. All right. Y21. So I'll need to count these out specifically. I did order a counting scale this morning, which should come in Saturday, I think. My Amazon Prime Day. I didn't rush it. But that's coming in. I think that'll be a pretty neat thing to get. And it's like a jewelry one. It's really small. It costs all $12 for a counting scale. And it can measure really tiny things like lightweight. So it'd probably be able to measure even 1x1 studs. So we'll see how it goes. Y65. Two of those clone heads. Watch them be somewhere else. Let's put it again. This is one of those fun drawers. Well, it turns out I didn't have them in that drawer, but fortunately I had this tilt bin where I've just been putting in various Star Wars pieces. Had two of them. Order B. So now I just got to portion out 2 groups of 50 of these little minifigure stands. Both orders have some of that, and then that'll be it. Alright, I'm not going to pick the whole thing, but I'm going to do parts of it here at my lunch break. So I'm going to put use over here, new over here. Those legs are from some CMF, I think. So let's get cooking. 3. That stop sign. Here it is. Never stop. Used. Ka-chow, 103. One of these. One of those. Good. 116. Alright. This next to night kind of tile. Used 117. These are it. Looks good. Used another 117. Let's see, light gray hips. With black legs. Yep, there we go. Okay. Oh, another one of those shields. Yeah, that was the thing I didn't consolidate. So they could have. They ordered them both, but I could have saved them a couple extra clicks. How about reducing the barriers, I think. So the same thing. EV28. Yeah, so it was the same thing. This one was more expensive than the other one. Great condition. Nice condition. May have minor ply wear. So if I'd consolidated, I probably would have had them both at that price point. So I cost myself 40 cents for whatever it's worth. Just something to consider. As you consolidate, that also means your prices consolidate and you have less inconsistencies. 33. This is my series 24? One? Yeah, 24. One of those. One, that's new. 135. Another Series 24. This is the Queen. There's 2 of them. Nice to see some CMF parts going out. 136. Let's see. Is that the farmer's market guy? And it's 2 of those. And 2. Nice, new. Yep. 165. The Goku hair. There it is. Used 198. Time to roll ourselves on down. 198. Yeah, 198. Let's see. Is that it? Black. Yep. Yep. Okay, that's used. 203. Dark green. Legs. All right, Jordan. 203. It's dark green, yeah, okay. Where are we at? It's taking longer because I'm picking on camera. I see it. Pick it on camera. There we go. Great shape. Nice to spot check things now and then. Also in this one. So this up. Also in this one, nice. 203. Good stuff. Also in this one, it's got some bite marks. That's not good. Why did I put that in there with bite marks? That's unfortunate. Bummer. Okay, just set that one aside. Let's make a problem bin. Missing problem. Okay. Or at least the legs, okay. Good. So fortunately the torso is only like 81 cents. But still annoying. So I'll probably send it on and issue a refund for some of that. Okay. All right, 204. Sean Connery head. Here. That could have been bad. That could have gone anywhere. But it went right there. Alright, Sean Connery head. Some Dolan Clayware, yep. 204 used. 211. Shields. What do we got? Good condition, yep. Same drawer, oval version. There you go. Alright, same drawer. We got Sam. And $224. Fancy spear. There it is. Okay. Used 227. I just listed this one fairly recently. It came with all that Friends. This lot here. There we go. Hookins. Used 247 Dorothy's hair. Here 251 is probably a couple things. Let's get it out. 21. This one's next. Nope. Superman. There we go. Soccer goalie. Used. Dorothy. Used. 251 Magneto. Couple hands. Used. Alright, minifigures. Alright, what we got? 98. Lord of the Rings 98. 29. 98. Tariel. PI 146. PI 146. Castle 534. Lord of the Rings 34. It's funny how this is all kind of like not in order. Get one for her hair apparently. Because like LOR 34 should have been before the other Tariel. So I'm not sure what order it's placing it in here. Because the locations are all the same, so I would think that the unit number would be next. Maybe it's color? I gotta see if I can figure that out in the settings. POC 27. 427. Got the collectible minifigures over to here. So we want 140. There we go. Terminator. 242. Star Wars. Nice. Collectible 70. Lizard Man. There we go. Yeah, spots. Alright. Mandarin should not be in O2. He should be over here. Yeah, so that was a typo on my part. Fortunately, I know where things are supposed to be, because that should be in O3, not O2. W36. That's gonna be a joyous one to get, I think. There we go. Used same 36. Whatever his face is had. Definitely Mandalorian. Where's that from? What's it called? A couple heads just floating around here. I need to connect back together. Make my life easier in the future. It's Mandalorian or the... Yeah, I think it's Mandalorian. Yeah, Star Wars. Okay. Get that. Use 36. Palantir / Eye of Sauron. There. Leave that there to straighten up. 80. All these minifigure part drawers that are semi laden down with perhaps more than they should be. Like all of this. But this one I'm slowly not adding more minifigure stuff too, so it'll be a odds and sods bin in a bit. Let's see, just the pants. Or the legs. I'll put you down. I got it. 81. So it's definitely more minifigure focused, so it becomes less of a pain to dig through. Though I do have the odd windshield or two in here. Let's see, this should be like the only olive green thing in here. Careful about putting it too close to this keyboard because I don't want to stick through to the next item and it's not ready yet. Come on. Come on. Where are you at? That's it. Alright. That's what we used. 81, same one. Dark brown. Dark brown. There it is. What are the rings? Dark brown. Put it there. Get out of here. Get out of here. Wow, there we go. Like what I thought was going to happen. Alright, that's that. Also 81. Blue. Not that blue. Problem is, when you do all this, it doesn't, you like untick it, it doesn't get big again. So you don't get focused back to the one you want. Not it. Threw off my groove. I'm sorry, you've thrown off the Emperor's groove. Okay, that's good. Check. Oh, there we go. Okay. I'll just untick and tick one for it. It should be fine. 82. Which has less. So that would be one new streak against, I guess, against the side. That's better. Shift the iPad back and I can get in here better. That's a hair. Pigtails. Pigtails. And 101. Get all everything castle drawer. I want, alright. Red chainmail with a black helmet. Red. Chainmail with a black helmet. Thanks for watching. Alright, so that order's picked. Probably won't be perfect on the time just because I missed it. Okay, 45.81 seconds does not seem quite right. I did not pick that in 45 seconds. Yeah, so I'd be curious to figure out what exactly that time relates to at all. Alright, I'm going to get this packed up, try to get it out in the mail before it comes today, and deal with that. Good morning. It is October 5th, whatever day, Thursday. And just getting some stuff checked off my list. I had previously knocked off, but I did the eBay Figs to Bricklink. Dinger was a holdout. I had them listed on eBay as no backpack, which on Bricklink is a big no-no unless you wanted to part out the guy. But as I was going through just sorting bulk and whatnot, I found one of these, which I knew I had. I just don't want to go digging for them. But his backpack includes the little piece like that, and then the rest of this, which was easy to pick out from my modified bin, my little small parts bin that's unsorted, and then I have a cup of these that I keep. So I'll be able to list them on Bricklink and finish that out. The other thing I did was getting the Guardians of the Galaxy stuff sorted out. This is all the printed and stickered parts here. There were like 3 or 4 ships. I guess it was maybe two or three sets. So that's all done and parted out. There are some Ninjago things in here also. So I've already sorted all that into the various spots. The stuff that's like more like these bits and such, I put in here, and I'll list those together. Anything that was a little bit more interesting. I know the shooters don't cost much, but I know I have those already listed. So stuff like that. So these are bins that can be sorted and listed pretty soon. I think so. We got two things done that I really wanted to get done. Large pieces, bionicle bevel. I don't want to touch that yet. Wedge plates is starting to fill up too much. Small parts is going to suck. That's going to take a long time. It's that drawer of all the like 1x1 studs and such, but it's a whole bunch of different things all mixed together. I might do a colored drawer next pretty soon, just because I want to free up some of those. And some of them, like that orange one, there's not a ton in there, so it should go pretty quickly. That's why the pink and purple one I did pretty quick. There wasn't a whole lot. Most of the friend stuff is built, so there wasn't a ton of loose pink and purple parts. Plus, it's just not a common color. The launch set, I got a decent amount on. I think I showed that already, but it's missing a lot, so I still have to figure that out and make the Bricklink order. So I'm kind of paused on that at the moment. Clone gunship I gotta look at. Mindstorms is going to be breaking apart dirty Lego, getting it clean, testing to see if the Mindstorm thing still works. Let's see, what is it, 5:22? So we've got about 40-ish minutes till the kids wake up. What do I want to do? That is always the question, huh? I'm like really set and thinking about expanding, and I can fit 4 acro on that wall, or I could double stack the wide Sterlite drawers. I thought about putting a table over here above the fig thing, and I just slide the fig little boxes out when I need to grab one. But if I put acros above there, then there's not a whole lot of space for a table, and the table would have to be just the right dimensions to be able to span over the top of all of this with the legs just wide enough. So this one's too small, like the space between the legs is too small, so I'd have to figure out something else for that spot. Then, like I said, I want to get rid of this table. It's just a matter of surface area for the stuff that's on there. I think people like Keith at Brick Arena and others, maybe in Brixie, they'll put a flat surface just across the stairlights, even just like a white board kind of thing, and just let that be their surface. So that could work. I mean, these stairlights, if I took the wheels off of them, they would match the same height as this one. I could have that as part of a little shelf area. I can fit 2 acros under these, so I could do that for maybe 1, 2, 3, and then have a Sterlite with a little surface on top, just for stuff like cups for sorting or whatever else. And surface area is a premium, so whatever I can get. So that's the constant thought struggle there. And these both need to be sorted down. Part of me is just like, where am I going to put it all? Because I'm running out of drawers and such. But I think I want to get started on those 2 sets. I got them for cheap, like 40 to 50 each, and they part out for 150 plus. And I'm going to part out the figs as well, because the figs in there, no one's like really jumping to buy them. They're not super specialty or anything, but the parts will be useful to have. I think people will like that. So get those done. That's kind of just been hanging out there for a while, and then figure out what I want to do from there. Just going to show my part out process. It's nothing revolutionary. There's a bunch of other people that talk about their part out process on the interwebs. But basically I'll take box out, lay out the various parts or the various bags. Then I'll take a couple of a bag. And what I've done before is I'll put it here and use cups all over this desk. Now that I have this desk and these containers, I'm going to try to use these as much as I can. So I'll dump the bags into here and then sort it into these containers. And then anything that's bigger, I'll put in a cup or even off to the side somewhere else. So I'm going to go ahead and get cracking. Just one bag in. And there's already tons of lots. These over here. I swapped out the wider containers for the spare smaller ones I had. But even some of these lots, I'm multiplying what's in a specific thing. So if that's how much comes from bag one, if they're not doubling up on the other bags, there's going to be a whole lot of lots in this one. I should probably look that up in Bricklink. One of the reasons I really love these bins for parting out is they're just super easy to grab stuff out of. So for instance, if you get, small little things here, the lip on this is nice so that you can just kind of bring it up and easily pick up whatever pieces you're trying to grab. So it makes it really easy to part out things, especially like the small parts bags as you go along. These are, of course, I don't have like any kind of a system, and there's some jumper stuff over here and some plate stuff here and plate stuff here. So it's just kind of going along. I don't part out a lot of new sets anymore, mostly because I have plenty of used that I can jam through. And then the new sets, they're cool, but if I don't have to spend more money to get parts, then I don't need to spend more money to get parts. Unless it's pretty no-brainer. Like the Mandalorian Starfighter. The one I got like 15 or so of way back when. And Garsaxon plus Bo-Katan plus the Loyalist all equaled the price of the set once you parted it out. So it was basically all the pieces in the actual set you got for free. Parting out that many of that set was a bit of a pain. So I probably wouldn't do that again unless I got it for super cheap, just because it's retired now and whatever. But point is, parting out that many sets at once is definitely a big headache, and it's a matter of if that's something you're willing to do, that's cost effective for you to do. Sure, it gets you a lot of parts quickly into a store, but then also bear in mind there's a lot of other people who are also parting out new sets and putting those pieces into their store. So you're not really being all that unique when it comes down to it. And that's part of what you need to do to differentiate yourself is, be unique with your parts. So that's my 2 cents on parting out new sets. I'm trying to move away from that. Where did I put my tiles? If you see it, there it is. So if you see it, tag it. But yeah, there's some people who really like it, who make their whole business model parting out new sets. But it's like, for instance, the Black Panther bust that is currently like almost half off, and I'm sure people can get it with other stuff at half off or less, but it's just there's not a big demand for it. No one really, 400 sellers, 400 sellers are all parting out the same set, then now we've got a market flooded with all those parts. and people are going to choose the lowest price ones that they can. People are going to drop prices and such. So I don't know. That ends up just being not worth the time and effort for me unless you're a massive store, you have employees, you got people who are doing the dirty work for you. But if you're like me, solo operation, pick and choose my battles. That's part of the reason why I had not yet parted out these sets. Is they're just the amount of work for the payoff is almost not worth it. I was trying to get, because the general consensus is part out 2 or 3, or 3 to 5 or more sets at one time. And I was able to get one on a clearance at Walmart, one on eBay for even less. And then I just couldn't find any more at a decent enough price. I wanted to land at $50 or less and just couldn't get one. So just decided to part it out now, be done with it. That's been on my backlog for months. If you go back over the old videos, you'll see just sitting there for a long time. Yeah, I've got plenty of bulk that keep me busy for adding new parts and such. Plus there's stuff in here that other sellers aren't adding, hundreds of at the same time. So yeah, down through 5 bags, 2 more numbers to go. All right, we're going to do a little bit of mail call. This one's from Shenandoah, who I have mentioned in a previous video. He's active on the Bricklink Discord, and I'm sure the Facebook group. And then he was running a sale, so I decided to place an order and a few parts that I wanted. So let's go. So he's got the business card. Doesn't write anything in the back. I know some people put it down like the Bricklink specific order. He's the one that turned me on to these little boxes here. And you can see how he did the label over this way, or I do mine that way. A little bit of packing in there, like how I do. So I just had a bunch of these legs, my wish list. See, what's his face? Sacy 10. I don't know how it's pronounced, but I keep that on there. I needed this one for, what's his? I don't have it written down. I need that for somebody. And then I'm always just, anytime I can get a clone trooper helmet, I do. So everything looks good. The legs look to be good color. Don't see any issues with the torso offhand. I'll pull things out and take a look, but yeah, I always appreciate his perspective on Bricklink and stuff. So looks good. Thanks for the the shipment. All right, I finally have the set all finished and put away. I ended up not needing any extra drawers. I just consolidated down to what I had, put like pieces with other like pieces for stuff that was new lots, and then some of my new drawers were getting a little bit lower, so I was able to stuff those back way too full again, just so I can complain about it in a later video. The total lots is 334 lots with 2,240 items. Priced out at the average 6 months is $348, and like I said, I paid like $35 or so for one set and $55 for another, so I'm in about $80 to $90 to get $348. So that's a nice, well over 3x part out. Again, a lot of these are just kind of extra pieces that aren't necessarily like big sellers, so we'll see how they actually go. But I think especially the minifig parts, that really helps to launch the cost up, because lots of people want some of these specific parts, but they don't really care about getting the whole minifigures, because some of the minifigures aren't all that like desirable. They're not like special figs. So, but a lot of these parts have, like, that's a good head. It's got 7,000. Amy, check these. It's got 7,000 sales with 10,000 available. So that's almost a whatever 7 to 10 ratio. But that's closer than some of these other things. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get this priced my way, upload it, and then finish out today. Well, in order for now, I have 2 of these. I was wondering when one of them would sell. Ghosty and a couple odds and ends pieces. So going out today. Thanks for your order. Hope everyone's having a great Friday. I am done with the day job, so doing a little bit before the kids get back from school. I'm listening to the Brick in the Bucket team, just a Brick in the Bucket team, while I sort through some of these color bins. Right now, my goal is to pull out any plates that are 4x6 or larger. This or larger in either direction, but no wedge plates. So stuff like this I'm not worried about right now, but I want to get all these out, and then I'm going to list those specifically. This particular bin, the white, is probably the easiest for me to actually tell. There's a lot of the Kobe brand, and this one's Mega Blocks, but Kobe brand and such that are in here that, just by looking, you can tell the extra white that shows versus the Lego white. So it's just trying to weed through that. I got to be careful with this whole color lot, all the color drawers, because they all suffer from the same, where there's just a lot of the off-brand stuff in here. So yeah, just doing a little bit of that, relaxing. Listen to Just a Brick in the Bucket team as they go about their day as well. Fun little order going out. We've got the, whatever his name is from Jurassic Park / World. Got a Bilbo. 4 different backpacks if you count the spy one. A gun and a sword. And then Max Filano from the Adventurers series. He was Johnny Storm's nemesis. So Bilbo is going adventuring with, I don't even know his name, Chris Pratt's character from Jurassic World. But yeah, fun little order going out. I always love seeing like themed orders when I'm packing.
Good morning. It is Saturday, October 7th. And we have a bit of mail call. Looking good. Looking good. Let's see if we can get the zoom to work on this. This is the nurse's head. I think I have all of the rest of it. I just need the head to finish it out, and that's probably the reason why I ordered from the store. Probably because he had the head, and I think he had a sale, and he's someone in the Discord, so I try to support the folks there if I can. Yeah, I won't build it right this second. Not one-handed, at least. I got 5 more of these heads. Okay. There's a bite mark right there. So 4 out of 5 are good. There's a crack. Okay, so all right, that is pretty badly discolored in my opinion. That one's okay. I could tell next to that the difference there in the color. Which one's supposed to be excellent condition? Gray markings. Are they the same? The same SKU. Okay. One is listed as great condition, and one has no detail. Both of those are discolored. If you look at the difference in there, let's see if I can get it. Sometimes pencil eraser. Do it. Voila, pencil eraser for the win. So there's a little tip and trick for you. Sometimes if you have like a little schmutz of some sort on there and you can't rub it off with your finger, you can use a pencil eraser, and at least in my limited experience, I found that can help to get rid of some of those marks, as it did in this case. All right, talk to the seller. He's going to help take care of things, make sure everything gets squared away. But we're able to complete 2 different figs from this order: that nurse's head and then the Kai Deepstone session with that wrap. And I got an extra wrap just to have one in hand. The various rebel heads and torso and the helmet I'll be able to use. And it's getting close to time where I can build out some of those troopers. I'm not going to do that right now. Got some freelance work I need to jump back into and keep that ball rolling. So yet another thing to juggle and keep in the air. Good morning. It is Monday, October 9th, 8th. You get it. There's a few orders to pack. There is some general cleanup to happen. But first off, I want to get through these larger plates. I've collected them. I'm sure there's still some stragglers in here, but it's not a big deal right now. But from these, I went through all of the color bins there. And I think there was, and I went through the wedge plates just to make sure there was no large rectangular ones. I already took the by 16s, anything that was 8 by 16 or bigger, put them there. So anything in here should be smaller ones. So I've got a stack of containers here, a bunch of ones there for like the 4 by 6 plates, and we're gonna get cracking. I'm gonna do it in the piano studio just because there's a whole lot more room to spread out. There we go. Everything is sorted down. I went ahead and just kind of color sorted stuff as well. So that should make uploading pretty easy. Honestly, this only took me 5 to 10 minutes to do it. So not too bad at all. All right, so we got all of those plates, dumped them in, priced them out. Got 252 of them, and they came to $166.53. Those plates can definitely add a lot of value, especially there are some of the 16 by 16 and 8 by 16 ones that can go for several dollars a piece. Just want to share a quick milestone as well. We crossed the 200 orders on Bricklink. We're at 67 or so on Brick Owl. So thank you all for the orders. And thank you all for the views. Now time to go back to the day job, but just wanted to give that little midday update. Good morning. It is, whatever it is, Tuesday, October 10th. So remember, this thing was halfway or thereabouts of slopes and curved slopes, inverted everything, and I have mostly down sorted it. There's still some combinations. Like this is everything. Anything in here is inverted in some way. That'll be another pass. There's some things like these that are all those like pointy, triangular shaped ones. When you rounded and peaked non-standard kind of cheese slope size pieces. This is all cheese slopes in this one. This is a third of the way full, all one skew. Some of these I'll have to like do another pass. Like there's a couple of variants of cones. This is anything that's larger pieces. Apparently have stuff on them. Other pieces, just some random odds and ends that I didn't bother. I'm gonna go inverted. I didn't bother sorting into smaller ones just for the sake of cups and sanity. But then yeah, everything else is pretty much, minus like the bucket in the back, is single skew kind of stuff. There's the inverted boat pieces and some of these domes in there. But yeah, so there's that big giant thing of slopes. I bought 9 more of those buckets from Target. Those are, again, super duper cheap. It's 3 of them for $2, which is really hard to beat. But with the 9 more, I felt foolishly inspired and went ahead and just knocked out at least most of the slopes, not including a couple of these last categories. Yeah, so I'm gonna start working towards color sorting and listing now with these, and carrying on from there. But yeah, that was the biggest category, I guess, of things that were left to sort. And I think in the future I'm going to have smaller delineations, so I might do probably not this kind, but I might put a couple of trays in one of these drawers, and one of them can be like slopes, inverted slopes, and curves or something like that. So just to make it a little bit simpler and not just one bucket for them all. But a couple of divisions I think will help in the future. About to pack up some orders for today. I thought they were pretty interesting. This one's just getting this one Legends of Chima guy. This one's getting just the fox. This one's getting several Ninjago figures. There's a bunch of them in there. A couple of hair pieces. And then they are buying my first sale of instructions. So that's the food market or something, the Friends Food Market. And this one, they're getting a light gray air tank, and then several 2x6 new condition tiles. So that's cool. But yeah, I'm gonna get these packed out and for today's mail. Just wanted to show this real quick while I was packing up. The tiles I put face to face and back to back, so that way there's less chance of anything scratching, and they're taped up fairly tight, so there shouldn't be too much of a problem there. And then this was a case where they bought the air tank, the light gray air tank, but wanted to protect it a little bit more, keep it safe. So I have my scratch tint figs and just grabbed a head that had bite marks and then a torso that was cracked, but it helps to protect the piece that they actually bought here. So that'll be able to ship nicely. I can do that in a poly bag without any issues, wrapped in a little cardboard thing like I normally do. Okay, I think I teased this the other day, but I got this little pocket counting scale off Amazon for about $12. It's a jeweler's one. Most of the regular counting scales are, pretty big platter. But since this one is meant to measure small things, I thought I'd give it a shot. After playing with it a bit, here's a quick tutorial, and it seems to work pretty well. Get whatever cup you want. Well, let's just starting from 0. I played around with it a bit. Let's get a quick little thing. Tear is your reset to 0. You count by pieces. So right now there's nothing in there, obviously. I have pre-measured it. So the way to measure it, just to show, is you get 25 of whatever you're going to measure. So if you're only counting out 25 or 50 or something, it's not necessarily worth it.
So you put 25. So 25 of an object in there. You come and you hold the pieces button, and it will let you select between amounts. So if you have, say, bags of 100 or something, you could do that. Or if you had a pre-mixed bag of 100, you could know based off that amount. Since I put 25 in there and counted it out, I did that. Then I push pieces again. Okay, I did take out 2. That's 25. 25, okay. Five more. Five more. Five. Ooh. Oh, and this one. $45. Which we should probably double check how many I actually have in here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 45 for getting consistent. 45. Back to 45. I'll do some more tests, probably try some smaller like studs and such. So far, so good. If you caught my short video that came out earlier this week or over the weekend, whatever, it was about photos for people that are buying stuff. It was specifically the Deadpool torsos, and I just did a video to kind of talk about it, but also to show it for the buyer. Well, it turns out he bought it, and the single pair of legs I had. So photos he's a 0 feedback account, and he bought $28 or whatever, 25 something, worth of $23 plus $5 shipping, $28 worth of stuff. So not too bad. Works out sometimes. Hello. We have mail call here on Tuesday afternoon. Bunch of Lego stuff, so let's take a look. Start this one. This is like the biggest possible mailer, but seemed to do the trick. I opened these earlier because I was tired of fumbling on camera. Of course, now I'm fumbling again. It had 4 of these spring VIP packs. So part those out. Then this is an order. It's one way to protect from crushing. Oh, they actually left a note. There's these cone pieces that shot up in price. I was able to get some of them pretty inexpensively. So I'm going to basically just flip those right back into the store. Then Lego. Oh man. So there should be 2 of those. So So one of those Halloween packs from Lego. There should be 2 coming. So I guess I'm going to get 2 different boxes of this size for 1 poly bag. You'd think Lego would come up with a smaller box solution, but who knows. But yeah, that is today's mail call. I guess the other one of those gift with purchases will come another time, or perhaps they sold out between the 2 orders I made. That'd be pretty funny because I ordered them within minutes of each other. But anywho, that's mail for today. All right, got my first bit of the curved slopes and such upload. A lot of different ones. It's 213 lots with 860 items. It's coming to $217. So this would be a solid upload. This one I am not consolidating. I kind of put everything in its own kind of drawer. So all of a certain kind of piece, all of these pieces went into drawers. And then some drawers, if they only had like, a tiny bit, I'd mix a couple SKUs, but trying to limit how much was in one. Then later on, I want to consolidate by finding, items that are not unique, and then I'll put them into these drawers. So it'll be less of a mix of various pieces. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get this uploaded, and that'll close out for tonight and probably close out this video. Appreciate you stopping by and watching. I'll catch you next time.